Alright, hello.
Hi.
This is Honest Voices, episode 5, talking about battle rounds, part 3.
And we're in mourning this week.
Yes.
Because we lost one of the strongest voices in the competition this week, Rebecca Loby.
Moment of silence, please, for Miss Rebecca Loby. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I guess we should get started.
Yep. This was the week of interesting battle pairings.
Interesting.
Including the weirdest one to date with Team Blake, but we'll get to that in a moment. So we'll start with Team Christina.
Which was Raquel Castro versus Julia Eason singing Only Girl by Rihanna. I think we all knew what was going to happen here.
Yeah.
And Raquel was pretty much going to take... I mean, Julia did really well.
Yeah, Julia did really well. I actually prefer Julia to Raquel. Because on Raquel's blind audition, it got a little shrill when she tried to do the diva moves.
Yeah.
And it wasn't pleasant to listen to, but Julia showed really nice restraint on the Duffy cover, which is good, because you could probably do horrible things with the Duffy song if you overdo it. Yeah. So I think we were both pulling for Julia to take this battle round pairing, but like you mentioned a while ago, it seemed a little rigged so Raquel could get through instead.
Opinion. Again.
Yes, again, humble opinions.
Purely opinions.
Conspiracy theories and the like. But the the battle round went on, and it should come as no surprise that Christina chose Raquel, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay.
So moving on
to the weirdest audition
very
battle
weird.
Ever.
Most unusual. Never would have thought of it in a million years. Team Blake putting Dia Frampton, sweet little Dia Frampton, against Sarah B.
Okay. Like.
What?
And the song choice was "Can't Hurry Love" by the Supremes. Okay.
Makes no sense, Blake.
It makes zero sense at all. If this was trying to get them out of their comfort zones, I think you pushed them into left field.
And
it was a hot mess.
I am with Christina on this, and all I could really think of is just a big question mark.
Yeah.
Because nothing made sense here whatsoever. And Sarah B
was overdoing it, even though the key piece of advice that both Blake and Reba gave her was to tone things down, and just because you can do those runs doesn't mean you have to. And that really would have made it so much more enjoyable to listen to if Sarah B had taken that piece of advice. But it didn't happen. So you had Dia starting off the song actually really nicely.
Yeah.
I mean, she looked uncomfortable as hell up on the stage.
Yeah, she was clearly had the stage fright going on for her and was not comfortable. But I don't blame her, because Sarah B, from the very beginning, as soon as she stepped on that stage, she started to really take over. And to me, it seemed like she was really getting into Dia's space and getting like all up in her face, being like, I can sing too, I can sing too, I can sing, and you know what, I can move too.
Yeah.
Not cool, Sarah B.
And then Dia was just like, please go away from me.
Please get in my personal space, please.
Yeah. But despite the obvious differences of stage presence, I think hands down Dia did better. Again, this wasn't exactly her cup of tea vocally. Dia seems more comfortable with kind of the folky, kind of soft rock music. And this was kind of an R&B pop hit from back in the day. So it really was neither's, I think, strong suit. But thankfully, the one smart decision Blake's made in a while was to choose Dia over Sarah B.
Yay, Dia!
Yay, Dia!
Woo!
Okay,
moving on.
And now we get to the reason for the funeral garb for this week. Team Adam, you have Rebecca Loby against Devin Barley. Kind of another odd couple pairing. You have Rebecca, who gave probably one of the strongest auditions in the show so far with the Nirvana cover. And then you have Devin, who did a decent enough cover of the Jason Mraz song. And they were assigned Radiohead's Creep. So you think automatically Rebecca's going to take this.
Surprise!
It didn't happen.
No, it did not.
What the hell, Adam Levine?
Adam Levine, we're big fans.
We are.
But why did you need to get rid of Rebecca Loebe?
Yeah. Even through the rehearsal process with Adam Blackstone, it looked like Rebecca was definitely much more comfortable with the song. She knew it. She said she loved it. And she seemed to know what to do. And Devin seemed really uncomfortable with the selection. This was, again, Adam trying to force Devin out of his safe little box.
However, though, on the actual battle,
when it came to the show taping,
Devin did better singing-wise because Rebecca hit a few
odd notes in the second verse, which was really unfortunate because if you happen to buy the iTunes version of the song, those little vocal mistakes aren't there. Again, probably studio fixings. Hopefully that wasn't necessary. But Rebecca sounds great. The only good thing about this pairing was that they had excellent chemistry on stage.
Probably the best chemistry of any battle pairing.
Yeah, this was, I think, better than the Vicky and Nikki battle 2 weeks ago.
I would say so too.
But unfortunately, Adam chose Devin Barley, and I do have a little soft spot for Devin Barley. I'm going to admit it. I think it's like a nerd thing. I studied science. He did pre-med. But I really wanted Rebecca to go through despite that, and it didn't happen, which makes us really sad. So this is where we'll plug Rebecca Loebe's music.
Please go find her on Facebook. She has a Facebook page where you can like. She's on Twitter. She has her own website. She's playing shows. She's touring this summer all around the country.
So support
Rebecca Loebe, please. All right.
And Rebecca, if you're watching, hi.
We love you, Rebecca. We miss you. Okay. And our final battle pairing for the night was Team CeeLo, who put Kelsey Ray versus Taylor and Tori Thompson, who sang Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield.
One of the most annoying songs ever written.
It's really... If any of you guys have ever seen The Hills, I felt like I was watching The Hills. Because it was, as Adam said, it was so cute. There was so much cuteness going on, and then...
It was frightening.
Song, it was a little scary.
It was a little bit Stepford Wife meets The Hills. But anyways, song choice, I would have assumed it was for Kelsey Ray, who definitely seems to have the more poppy thing
going for her.
More in that Natasha Bedingfield vein of music. So you would think, okay, it benefits Kelsey Ray. And she did, in my opinion, she did better in the rehearsal with Monica.
Yeah.
And on stage, it seemed like Kelsey Ray had a little bit of an advantage. Not the actual live taping. The practice with CeeLo on the stage. I thought Kelsey Ray was doing a little bit better, but the sisters had worked out, I guess, the choreography or whatnot, and this is where it got ridiculously cute. And then in the live, in the actual taping, it was just really cutesy, like disgustingly so. Not Ellen Owen cutesy, like diabetic cutesy again.
I need to go brush my teeth. That was so sweet. I personally felt like Kelsey Ray took it.
Yeah.
I feel like she was the one who sang it better, and she had the better performance. And to me, it feels like she kind of was building up to her exploding and be like, yeah, I can sing. Because she started out really good and really, kind of hitting the notes where she needed to, but then she just came out and totally sold it for me.
And
personally.
Again, I think this performance also showed that while the sisters are really good at harmonizing with each other, when they're separated and forced to do kind of their own thing, their weaknesses as singers become more apparent. Again, we think the blonde sister, sorry, we still don't know your name.
We'll learn it eventually.
We'll learn it eventually, probably by the quarterfinal show. Hopefully. Again, seemed to have a more limited vocal range than her sister. But surprisingly, CeeLo chose the Thompson sisters.
Kelsey Ray, we miss you.
Yeah, we miss you.
We miss you.
Again, remember, we still like you.
Yes.
That Estelle song
we have nothing against you. That Estelle song
is still stuck in my head, and it's been weeks since that show
I
actually
sing it
aired.
every day. Sadly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there we have it. That's our battle round part 3.
Again, mourning for Rebecca Loebe. We miss you.
We miss
on the
you.
show.
We love you.
Yes.
And please, guys, go support these artists. They're really amazing. Find them on YouTube, on iTunes. A lot of people have their own CDs out.
And if they're not on iTunes, they probably have their music through their own website.
Yes, I'm sure you can just Google it and
support the artists of the voice.
Yay!
So we will be back with our next